All right, everybody, let's go finish up this strut tower brace. Maybe not. My God, this has been some crazy weather this year. Look at this rain. Not today. Where is that Cooper? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, got it all written down, figured out, and did some changes on the measurements and everything. The overall hood is 61¼ wide where the strut tower brace goes. The strut tower brace, the part that we're going to be using from one mounting point to the other mounting bracket, is only 31½. Okay? Well, the stripes at the most narrow part is 12 inches wide, and there's a gap of 2 5/8 in between them. So that adds up to be 26 5/8. But like I said, from bracket to bracket is 31½. So let's just make this an even half, okay? 26½, 31½. If I subtract 26½ from 31½, that gives me 5 inches. Okay, so that would be 2½ inches on each side, leaving the 2 5/8 in the middle. Okay, that's pretty close to being perfectly balanced. But I want it to be just a little bit wider on the ends than in the middle. So if I take into account, I'm going to have a 1/4 inch, well actually it's 3/16. But if I have a 1/4 inch red with a 1/4 inch white, that's a half. 1/4 inch red, 1/4 inch white, that's a half. So that's a whole inch that I'm losing there. So if I start off, if I equal everything out, if I start off with 3 inches in between the white stripes, and by the time I take off that half and that half, I'll be down to 2½ inches and 3 over here. But by the time I put the 1/4 red, 1/4 white, it'll be balanced. See what I'm saying? So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go just a little bit smaller in the middle, because I'd really like to have about 3 inches over here. Let me show you a good way to visualize this and figure it out. If you take a piece of printing paper, it's 11 inches wide, and you lay it on your strut tower brace, okay? Gives you a good representation of what you're going to end up with. Not perfect, but good. And you come over, and there's 3. There's 3½. Let's put it on 3½, which is roughly right. Kind of hard to do this one-handed, so forgive me. There's 3½ there, and now we have 3 in the middle. So 3.5, 3.5, but we know we're going to lose a half here. We know we're going to lose a half there. So that takes it down to 3. Well, if I take the 2 halves, that leaves 2 inches in the middle. So let's take the sides up to 4 inches and see how that looks. That way we can have everything figured out before we go to doing this. There's 4 there. Because we don't want it perfectly symmetrical. There's 4 there. And that gives us 2 in the middle. So by the time it's all said and done, that'll give us 1 inch in the middle. And I think that will look more balanced. Have a little bit wider on the ends and a little bit in the middle. So I think that's what we're going to go with. 4 on the ends. And by the time we put our 2 stripes, that'll be 3.5, 3.5, with basically a 1 inch stripe in the middle, which will be very close to what we have on the car now. So let's get outside and get this taped off, and I'll show you how it's going to look. All right, everybody, let's go finish up this strut tower brace. Maybe not. My God, this has been some crazy weather this year. Look at this rain. Not today.